Hi, welcome to our maths lesson. Today we'll be looking at some investigation on magic squares. So the aim of today's lesson is to learn how to solve puzzles involving addition and subtraction of integers. The learning objective, therefore, is to solve number puzzles involving addition and subtraction. There are a few vocabulary that I want to explain. First, a puzzle. A puzzle is a problem designed to test knowledge. And a magic square is a grid in which all diagonals, rows, and columns add up to the same number. Now, the magic number is the number that each row, column, and diagonal add up to. There are three success criteria that will help you to achieve today's objective. First, that you remember and can say what a magic square is. Second, that you can also add numbers vertically, horizontally, and diagonally. And third, that you can even make your own magic square. Now, this is a magic square. What I want you to do is to pause the video and answer this question. Why do you think it's called a magic square? Why do you think this is called a magic square? We'll look at it in the next slide. Well, if you look at this, it's a magic square and the magic number is 30. And if you look at the numbers in vertically and you add them up, all of them have a total of 30. If you add the numbers diagonally, they add up to 30. And if you add horizontally, they also add up to 30. Now there's a key strategy. Now you identify the three sequential numbers that form one diagonal. The center number is the total of the square divided by 3. Now, this is a mini task, and I want you to pause the video and solve the magic square here. We'll look at the answers in the next slide. How did you do? Now, if you add all the rows, you should come up with a total of 48. If you add up the columns, you should come up with a total of 48. And if you add the diagonals, you should come up with a total of 48. This is our second magic square. Pause the video and find the magic number. How did you do? Now, the magic number is actually -6. Now, I've just selected one of the rows. If you add up the rows, you should come up with a magic number of -6. And then the column -6. The diagonals -6. This is our third mini task. And what I want you to do is to pause the video and form a magic square for yourself. Now you will see I've given you where n is 10, so use that to fill in the numbers for this empty magic square, and we'll look at the answers in the next slide. So n is 10. Work out what all these will be. Wherever you see n, put 10 there and solve what is there, and also put 10 here and solve it. We'll look at the answers in the next slide. How did you do? Now with this, you'll see the formula again here. Now in the first slide here, if I put n as 10, this square will be 10 minus 1, which is a 9. If I put 10 here, it's 10 plus 4, which will be 14. And if I put 10 here, it will be 10 minus 3, which is a 7. And I do the same for this other row and this other row. If you do all of that, you should have a magic square of this. Now, what is the magic number? The magic number is, if you add up these here, you should get the same total for all of them. So I can see 9 add 10 add 11 will give me 30. Because this 21 add 9, that's 30. And it should be 30 for all of them. What I want you to do now is to pause the video and go and do the work. You have got work for mild, and then you've got work for medium and hot. Okay, when you finish, then you have some challenge work to do where you can even make your own magic squares. The answers are separate this time. You can check your answers later. Now what I want you to do is to look at one of the questions you did very well at and show to a guardian, or if they are busy, you show to a sibling the steps you took to finish it. Just as a reflection, can you say, or do you know what a magic square is? Now, were you able to add numbers vertically, horizontally, and diagonally? Were you able to make your own magic squares? Now, if you were able to do all that, well done. You can now solve number puzzles involving addition and subtraction.